Welcome back to another episode of Kels and Kels. I am the new school with my dad,
Old school.
the vibes. And we have already discussed about knowing your worth and some things about relationship dynamics. What we really wanted to focus on today is who we are as people. Doing research, trying to find facts that correlate or incorporate Black people is so hard to find, and they're so wrong. The numbers, the stats, it's so hard to find positive information about us. Like, you have to really, really, really dig deep. And to me, I know my parents, our background is West Indian, and so I have a really great sense of pride in knowing, who I am. But that even took a lot of research based on, islands and records not being kept well and name changes and all that fun stuff. So, it's still very hard. And then to be like Black American and then have to trade it to try to trail your history back, and then they always try to link it to something negative. It's like, okay, your history started at slavery. Our history started way before slavery, way, way, way before slavery.
What, 4,000 years before more
Right.
before slavery?
And I'm so happy that everyone is so motivated to do more research and really find out who we are and realize that half of the stuff that they've been telling you us for years is all lies. All lies. It's like mind control. It is to make you feel like you're not worth anything. And if mental abuse sometimes is worse than physical abuse, because you get beat up and it heals, but that mental, that can stick with you forever. So you have generations of people that have been told that they're nothing, they'll never amount to be anything, treated like possessions, and the trauma from that has just came down. And like I said, I'm so thankful that we are opening our eyes and realizing who we are, and it is showing in our behaviors. Okay, the statistics were hard to find, but I still found them. Okay, so we already know that right now Black women are leading in not only being business owners, but also the most educated. Okay.
That's a fact.
That's a federal fact.
That's a fact.
So with that, it is showing you that people are realizing that the narrative is false. We are creators, we are manifestors of our lives, and we totally control that, and we are totally capable of doing anything that we want to do, because we are the original people that have been doing and has set up everything. Like, some people don't know certain things and they let other people affect them. I would never let someone that I know through history had to be taught how to bathe and they still don't wash their legs. You saw the report. They still don't wash their legs, and I'm going to let that person make me feel bad about myself? Never. Absolutely never.
Yeah, they really don't know. I'll give you another example. What we don't know as Black folks, they won't tell you that Black people, the Moors, ruled Europe for over 800 years. Ruled Russia for over 1,000 years. They won't tell you that.
Niggas been everywhere.
We've been
Everywhere.
all over this planet, and we're still all over this planet today.
All over.
We have ruled this planet. For example, Europe. They don't know where the name Europe came from.
Right.
It was a queen of the Moors. Her name was Europa.
Europa.
And that's where it came from. They don't know that.
Yeah.
And they trying to tell us we're nothing. All the castles that was built in Europe were owned by the Moors. And when they took over the castle.
And who built them? Who built them? Exactly.
They don't want us in all of this, and some of us don't read either.
Right.
But hey, we are great people. I'll give you another example. Just the other day, in 1794, my great-grandfather, in Haiti, whooped the French, whoop the Italian, whoop the British, whoop the Americans, whoop Napoleon.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
They won't tell you that.
Yeah.
All right? My people is like, hey, freedom or death.
Yeah.
Okay?
And they got their freedom.
And that's how my people got their freedom. My people was the first people on this planet that took
Their freedom.
that took their freedom. We didn't wait for it. We didn't beg for it. We took it. Okay? They won't tell you that. They don't talk about that.
I mean, they do talk about
but-
the Haitian Revolution, but it's very
Yeah,
hush hush, and
hush,
I
hush,
think
hush.
it's really now more so within the last, I would say, probably like 10 years, more prominent as
Okay.
far as like celebrating and
Exactly.
being more vocal with it. But you know, there's a lot of things that we have done throughout history that, like, while we were in school, I went to private school. Like, Abeka is missing a lot of facts
Of course they
in
are.
their
Of
books.
course
Like, there's
they
a
are.
lot of stuff missing that I had to do independent
Mhm.
research to find out about that they didn't include in their textbooks. And it's not fair that we have to go and do like a whole separate thing just to acquire knowledge of ourselves. But you know, the harder it is, the more worthy it is. So
It is,
I
it is.
guess
Hey, most of the invention right here in the United States, most of the inventions here
were invented by
refrigerators,
Black people.
by black people, red
Right.
lights, you name it, we invented by black. We can do anything we put our mind to.
creative art, music,
It don't-
singing,
Don't even talk about
acting,
music. Don't even talk about music.
sports. I mean,
They-
intellectuals, writing, poetry. There's just like so much stuff. Even in one of my research, it was saying that they think that some of the greats like Shakespeare and some of the, because I took British literature 1 and 2, and a lot of these people were taking other people's work that were not white. They were black, and they were stealing their work
Yeah.
and claiming it for
Well,
themselves.
that's what the Greek did. If
Yeah.
you read, that's what the Greek did.
A lot
When-
of Greek stuff is.
Yes, when the Greek invaded a country,
Mhm.
whatever was there, they took it and they put their names
You
on
want
it.
it, right?
It's that simple.
They still do that
They
now,
said-
though. They steal they try to steal
No.
all the flavor and try to
Of
put their
course.
little stamp on
And
it.
put their
And it's
name
like,
on it.
that doesn't even look like you.
But if you don't know, you don't know.
Right. You don't
Okay.
know what's inside of you, where you came from, your history,
Mhm, mhm.
your ethnology. It's different. It's a different type of strength to know where you come from, what you're capable of, what your people are capable of, in lieu of listening to people who are low-key jealous of you and all of your features
Well, they
and all of your natural features.
actually they are.
And they now
jealous
pay
of
for
it.
them, like lots of money for them.
Mhm, mhm.
But, you know, because I remember to have a big butt, to have a big nose, to have big lips, to have, that was frowned upon.
Mhm,
You know what I mean? That
mhm.
was whatever in society. And now people are, you know, basically dying on the table to have a certain body that mimics
the black woman,
the black woman.
and that's worldwide.
Yeah.
I would
They're
really-
doing it everywhere.
everywhere in the Middle East, in Japan, in China, in Greece, in Italy, in Paris, in Germany. Everybody.
Trying to look like who?
Everybody wants to look like a black man, walk like a black man, look like a black
Have the
woman,
swag.
have the butt like a black
Have
woman,
the
have
drip.
the lips, have
The drip
everything.
is sold separately. You have to be born with it. You have to be born with it, but you know, they try
Yeah, they mimic us.
everything.
But then they hate us. You know, it's like
It's jealousy. I
course it
think
is.
personally, it's imitation is the biggest form of flattery. But it's like, you know, you steal stuff, but then you don't want to give the credit, but then you still want to be stank about it.
Yeah.
That's where I have the problem. Don't steal stuff and then act like you created it, and then at the same time gonna look at me cross-eyed because I know you didn't make it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you're a thief. So it's not your intellectual property. So I just think that at this time, it's really great that we're getting to know ourselves more, because the more that we know ourselves and we know our worth, I feel like it will fill some of those gaps of feeling unworthy. Maybe some people are feeling unworthy or feeling inferior
You're
or
worthy.
feeling
You're
less
worthy.
than, and there's no reason why you should feel like that.
Absolutely
You,
not. Absolutely
like,
not. We're great people. We're kings and queens.
You get
and
charged up by the
princesses.
sun. Like,
The sun
why
love us.
would you feel like you're not blessed? Look at your skin, the complexion.
Nature love us.
Come on.
Some of
Like,
the people hate us, but nature love us.
I mean, people will hate a lot of stuff that's good, so that's nobody's
Absolutely.
problem.
Yeah. We're the greatest on this planet, and they know it. We are.
We
We
are.
are.
We're
The
pretty
black
resilient.
man, the black man and the black woman. If we weren't, 400. We've been enslaved now for what, over 600 years?
Yeah.
Who can go through this type of oppression
And still persevere.
who?
Still
Who?
slay.
Who?
Still open businesses. Still get married. Still believe in love. Still believe in the black families. Believe in health. Believe in mental health. And changing the narrative for ourselves and saying, you know, some of that stuff, we don't want to do that anymore. We want to get into who we are, and we're done with the oppressive stuff at this point. You know what I mean?
That's right. That's right. Black World Rising in 2021.
So excited.
Yeah.
I am so happy for the enlightenment and
Yeah.
for everyone
Definitely.
coming into who they are. Like I said, knowledge is power, and it's just very powerful to see everyone kind of assimilating, and like everyone is kind of catching up and getting they're feeling the vibe.
They're waking up to
They're,
who
yeah,
they are. Right?
and it's a very, very beautiful thing, because if we do work together, we can accomplish a lot of great things. Like the African proverb says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
That's right. That's why you black kings and queens out there, you need to be married so you can go far and you can get higher. I know you.
Because not everybody wants to be
Okay,
married,
well, I
guys.
understand. If you don't want to be married, it's okay. I'm talking.
Not
to you.
everyone wants to be married.
I
I know
understand.
people who don't want to be married for
understand.
whatever reason.
It's
That
okay.
is your prerogative.
It
it's
is,
not
it
in the
is.
cards for everyone. There's
It
not
is.
even enough people for everyone anyway.
Well, then that's
So,
well, there is
I
enough.
mean-
Then we can just have 2 wives, 3
no,
wives.
no.
Why not?
No, that's another topic, because people can't even afford one dad. No.
Oh man, that's
Stick
for
to the
another
topic.
day.
So, that's a topic for another day.
Okay,
Once again, thank you guys for joining us.
for sure.
Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell so every time we download a new video, you will be notified.
And we love you. All right, it worked this time.
You did it.